Wherever you are in the world right now, maybe you're squeezed into a crowded rush hour subway, staring out at a gray concrete jungle. Or maybe you've just finished a long, exhausting day at work and collapsed onto the couch, feeling like life has lost a little of its color. Many of us spend our entire lives chasing a living, forgetting that on this blue planet, nature, the greatest artist of all, has already painted masterpieces across the world that can leave you speechless. I've spent a long time preparing this video. Even while organizing the footage, I found myself staring at the screen in amazement again and again. More than once, I wanted to book a flight immediately and escape the noise just to see these breathtaking landscapes with my own eyes. If you stay with me through this video, I promise you'll be amazed. Today we're counting down the world's 10 most stunning ornamental trees. These aren't just trees, they're living works of art rooted in the earth, like fireworks frozen in time, from the fiery royal poinciana to the dreamlike orchid tree. And trust me, when you see our number one, you'll think you've stepped into a mythical paradise. Let's begin the countdown and set off on a visual journey from the tropics to the temperate world. Coming in at number 10 is perhaps the most modern-looking tree on this list. The first time you see it, you'll probably think someone splashed paint all over its trunk. Meet the Rainbow Eucalyptus. Deep in the tropical rainforests of the Philippines, Indonesia, and Hawaii, this remarkable tree reveals its magic through its bark. Most tree bark is simply brown or gray, a dull protective layer. But the Rainbow Eucalyptus is anything but ordinary. Its bark peels away gradually over time, not all at once but in stages throughout the seasons, leaving behind colorful layers from different periods of growth. Fresh bark starts out bright green, then slowly changes to dark green, blue, purple, orange, and finally deep red and brown. As bark from different months and years overlaps, the trunk looks like God spilled a giant paint palette, or ribbons of neon light spiraling toward the sky. Some grow over 70 meters tall, so towering that you can't even see the top while standing beneath them. After a rain, the forest is filled with the scent of damp earth. Sunlight streams through the leaves onto the rainbow-colored trunks, creating a surreal scene that feels like you've wandered onto Pandora from Avatar. Its beauty is bold yet completely natural. It also grows incredibly fast, shooting upward whenever there's plenty of rain. Though it's ranked 10th, the Rainbow Eucalyptus delivers an unforgettable reminder of just how wildly creative nature can be. Leaving the tropical rainforest behind, we turn to a place that's older and even more mysterious. At number 9 is the Dragon's Blood Tree of Socotra Island in the western Indian Ocean. If you've seen science fiction movies, this tree will probably look familiar. Socotra has been isolated for about 18 million years. Many of its plants and animals exist nowhere else on Earth, and the Dragon's Blood Tree is the island's most iconic symbol. It hardly looks like a tree at all. A thick trunk branches only at the top, where every limb spreads upward to form a dense dome-shaped crown. From a distance, it resembles a giant green umbrella, or a massive mushroom growing from a barren rocky landscape. This unusual shape isn't for appearance. It's a survival strategy that reduces water loss in Socotra's hot, arid climate while shading and protecting the roots below. Its name comes from an even more legendary feature. Cut the bark, and it releases a vivid red resin that looks strikingly like blood. Ancient legend says it was formed from the blood of a dragon after battling an elephant. In the ancient West, this crimson resin was considered sacred. It was used as a dye, a supposed cure-all, and even in magical rituals. Standing among these strange trees, some hundreds or even thousands of years old, beneath a crimson sunset, you'll feel the vast weight of time and the untamed beauty of the ancient world. Next, we leave this mysterious island for the vast African savanna to meet our number 8, the giant baobab, often called the upside-down tree. If you've read The Little Prince, you'll recognize it. In the story, unchecked baobabs can split an entire planet apart. In reality, they're astonishingly massive. Found mainly in Madagascar and mainland Africa, they look like giants that planted their roots in the sky and buried their trunks underground. Some trunks exceed 10 meters in diameter and take dozens of people holding hands to encircle. Why do they grow this way? Because they're natural water towers. To survive long dry seasons, baobabs store enormous amounts of water in their sponge-like trunks. A mature baobab can hold thousands, even tens of thousands, of kilograms of water, making it a symbol of life for animals and travelers across the African plains. At sunset, golden light washes over the savanna, and a handful of towering baobabs stand silhouetted against the horizon, the classic image of wild Africa. If you ever visit Madagascar's Avenue of the Baobabs, go at dusk. As the sky glows orange-red and the giant shadows stretch across the land, you'll feel just how small humanity is, and how resilient life can be. The baobab isn't just a tree. It's a witness to time and a guardian of the wilderness. After Africa's rugged grandeur, let's turn east to experience a different kind of beauty. At number 7 is the ginkgo tree. The ginkgo is a living fossil, with a history stretching back 270 million years. It was already here long before dinosaurs ruled the earth. It has witnessed continents shift and civilizations rise and fall, yet it remains almost unchanged. Most of the year it looks ordinary, but once late autumn arrives and temperatures drop, it transforms almost overnight. Imagine walking down a street blanketed with ginkgo leaves, or through the courtyard of an ancient temple. Every tree glows with a brilliant golden hue, not just yellow, but a luminous, pure, regal gold. Sunlight shines through the fan-shaped leaves until each one seems to glow. Then the breeze sends thousands of golden fans drifting through the air before they settle into a thick carpet that rustles beneath your feet. China is home to many thousand-year-old ginkgo trees, including one at Guguanin Temple in Xi'an that's said to have been planted by Emperor Taizong of Tang over 1,400 years ago. Every autumn, its blanket of gold feels like a doorway back to the glory of the Tang dynasty. The beauty of the ginkgo is calm, timeless, and deeply refined. It spends an entire year gathering strength for one breathtaking display. Even the distinctive smell of fallen ginkgo fruit can't diminish the magic of that sea of gold, which feels like autumn sunshine gathered into one unforgettable gift. After the golden storm of the ginkgo, we arrive at another spectacular color. At number 6 is the Japanese maple, or simply the red maple. If the ginkgo is autumn's golden warrior, the red maple is its most graceful dancer. Carefully cultivated Japanese maples are breathtakingly elegant. Their trunks twist gracefully, branches spread with balance, and delicate leaves resemble tiny hands. As autumn deepens, the foliage shifts from orange-red to brilliant scarlet and finally rich crimson. In Kyoto's ancient temples, red maples are part of the Zen landscape. Picture yourself on a wooden veranda overlooking a dry rock garden, where a blazing maple glows against dark roof tiles and moss-covered stones. The contrast of red against black and green creates a breathtaking scene. At night, when temple lights illuminate the leaves, the experience becomes even more magical. Bathed in soft light, the crimson leaves glow like rubies suspended in the night, their reflections shimmering across the surface of a quiet pond. The red maple carries a quiet elegance tinged with melancholy. It reminds us that time passes, yet even a farewell can be dazzling. Every falling leaf feels like a love letter written by autumn. Now let's brighten the mood with something even more vibrant. At number 5 is the golden trumpet tree. Revered as Brazil's national tree and now found across tropical and subtropical regions, it has one remarkable trait: it blooms with no leaves at all. Before spring arrives, it sheds every leaf, leaving only bare branches. Then it unleashes a year's worth of energy in a single explosion of brilliant golden blossoms. Its bell-shaped flowers cluster so densely that the branches disappear. When streets are lined with these trees in full bloom, they become glowing golden tunnels. Above you, a deep blue sky frames an astonishing burst of yellow so vivid your camera hardly needs any color enhancement. A breeze sends golden petals drifting down onto your hair and shoulders. Walking beneath them, it's almost impossible not to smile. Their radiant yellow seems to lift your spirits instantly, making every worry disappear and reminding you how wonderful it is simply to be alive. Like an impatient messenger of spring, the golden trumpet tree boldly announces the arrival of warmer days. If the golden trumpet tree is pure joy, then number 4 is pure passion. Meet the royal poinciana, also known as the flame tree. Native to Madagascar, it's now common in tropical coastal cities, from Xiamen and Shenzhen in China to many parts of Southeast Asia. Its feathery leaves are delicate, but its blossoms burn bright red like fire. The flame tree usually blooms in early summer, around graduation season. For many students, its crimson flowers symbolize youth, farewell, and dreams. When a mature tree blooms, its broad canopy becomes a blazing umbrella over the streets. From above, the entire city seems to be on fire. After an evening rain, sunset light mingles with the scarlet blossoms while fallen petals carpet the ground, creating a breathtaking display. Its flowers speak of parting, longing, and the passion of youth. Whenever you see a flame tree, you'll remember the days spent running across school fields and the wishes made beneath its branches. It's more than a visual spectacle. It's a symbol of emotion, urging us to love fiercely, live boldly, and embrace the future. Now we've reached the top 3. These trees are more than beautiful. They create an atmosphere so magical that they seem to transform reality itself. At number 3 is the jacaranda. If you've been to Pretoria, Grafton, or Kunming, you'll understand why it earned this spot. The jacaranda is pure fantasy. Its lavender blue blossoms are among the rarest colors in the plant world. Imagine an entire city wrapped in purple mist as thousands of jacarandas bloom all at once. The streets become rivers of purple, filled with a light, elegant fragrance. Its delicate trumpet-shaped flowers flutter down in the breeze, carpeting sidewalks and the roofs of parked cars. Walking beneath them feels like stepping into a romantic movie. Pretoria is known as the Jacaranda City, with more than 70,000 trees that transform the city into a purple sea every October. Legend says that if a jacaranda blossom lands on your head, you'll pass your exams, earning it the nickname the exam tree. But even without the legend, its color alone is mesmerizing. Purple symbolizes mystery, romance, and elegance, and the jacaranda embodies all of them. It's neither as fiery as red nor as dazzling as yellow. It's a gentle embrace that draws you in and makes you never want to leave. Now we've reached number 2, the cherry blossom. You might ask, cherry blossoms? Aren't they everywhere? I'm not talking about a tree or two by the roadside. I mean the overwhelming spectacle of peak cherry blossom season. On Japan's Mount Yoshino, more than 30,000 cherry trees bloom from the foot of the mountain to the summit, creating a pink and white tidal wave. Or along Washington, D.C.'s tidal basin, where thousands of cherry trees reflect in the water beside the white monuments. The beauty of cherry blossoms lies in their fragility and fleeting nature. In Japan, they're cherished as the perfect symbol of life's impermanence. When the blossoms reach full bloom, even the gentlest breeze can send petals swirling through the air like pink snow. Imagine standing beneath the trees as thousands of pale pink petals surround you, drifting down at just 5 centimeters per second until time itself seems to stop. You catch a single petal in your hand, and for that brief moment, it feels as though you've captured spring itself. Cherry blossoms are more than trees. They're a cultural symbol of purity, nobility, and life's impermanence. Every spring, countless people follow the cherry blossom front from south to north. If you've never shared a drink beneath the blossoms or walked through a shower of petals, add it to your bucket list. It's one of life's gentlest celebrations. And now it's finally time to reveal our number 1. I debated this choice for a long time, but in the end there was only one answer. The tree that truly feels like stepping into a fairyland is the wisteria, especially ancient vines that are hundreds or even thousands of years old. Strictly speaking, wisteria is a vine, but after decades of growth and careful training, it can form the shape of a giant tree, like the famous Great Wisteria at Ashikaga Flower Park or the 1,000-year-old vine in Okayama. Imagine a canopy spanning more than 1,000 square meters, roughly the size of several basketball courts, supported by countless wooden posts beneath its enormous branches. As you step beneath the canopy, you don't see the sky. Instead, you see clusters of purple blossoms hanging a meter long, or even longer. Thousands of cascading flower clusters pour down like waterfalls above your head, gently swaying before your eyes. It feels like the spirit tree from Avatar has come to Earth. By day, sunlight filters through the purple blossoms, casting shimmering patterns of light and shadow while the air fills with a sweet fragrance that almost makes you dizzy. At night, the illuminated blossoms glow softly, reflecting in the water until words no longer seem enough to describe what you're seeing. You'll feel as though this place can't possibly be real, but the home of a god. Standing beneath that purple waterfall, you're overwhelmed by awe and wonder. How many centuries of sunrises and sunsets has this tree witnessed? How many years did it take to weave this dream in shades of purple? Wisteria symbolizes devoted love and enduring longing. Its beauty is overwhelming, surrounding your sight, your sense of smell, and even your sense of touch. If you can visit only one place in your lifetime to see a tree, make it a blooming wisteria. Standing beneath that purple sky, you'll forget your mortgage, your work stress, and every worry, wanting only to remain there forever. That concludes our countdown of the world's 10 most spectacular ornamental trees. From the rainbow eucalyptus and the dragon's blood tree to the baobab, the golden ginkgo, the golden trumpet tree, the blazing flame tree, the romantic jacaranda, the timeless cherry blossom, and the dreamlike wisteria. Maybe you can't set off on these journeys just yet. Maybe you're still tied to an office or caught up in everyday life. But don't let your dreams fade. Keep these beautiful images in your heart, and let them inspire you to keep moving forward. Believe that one day you'll stand beneath one of these trees, watching the petals fall and feeling the breeze for yourself. After seeing these 10 trees, where would you most like to go? Would you dream beneath Japan's wisteria? Watch the sunset beneath Africa's baobabs? Or does your hometown have scenery even more beautiful? Share your favorite places in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you won't miss our next journey around the world. I'm your friend, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.